Hello everyone, welcome to Creating Grin. Join us today as we play Dungeons & Dragons, the 5th edition. Not the 4th, not the 3rd, but the 5th. Okay. We are sitting around the old table. We're going to be throwing some dice, various sizes, tiny, medium, large, all sizes. No discrimination on dice size, for sure. Telling stories, creating legacies. I am your Dungeon Master, Eric. With me at the ye old table, the reason that you all are watching and listening to the show, the Crit Crew. To my left, we have...
I'm Bryan. I play various characters, and today is currently TBD. So, yeah, I'm very confused and scared, and I don't know what's going to happen.
And I'm Jason, playing Gorox.
Let's welcome Jason back after a little hiatus. Welcome back. Yay.
We missed you, Jason. I'm playing Gorox, a changeling barbarian Goliath rogue, fighter, a little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, I don't know what's happened, but apparently everything is merged and...
We're all dead. I'm Katie, playing some characters. Don't know who yet, and I'm also very concerned.
I'm Maria, mostly excited to kill off as many characters as I can in my book. I'm running out of character slots in the old D&D Beyond, so...
B&B Beyond.
B&B, I'm sorry, B&B Beyond.
I'm Ashley. I'm playing the cat. Which cat? I don't know yet.
Just a cat.
A cat with spots. They both use bows and swords. It's really just...
It's the same person.
Toss up.
Right.
And now that we have the pleasantries out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this chapter of our tale, which is chapter 35, Fallout. After witnessing firsthand the death of Empress Kishara at the blade of the Shadow King, as well as the release of the Prince of Demons, the Demogorgon, the well chamber from the Well of Magic that was located below the Hive Council Chamber, which is located in the city, the center of the city. Kelbrix, Ari, Foley, along with Syndra, exited post-haste from the collapsing well chamber via the spiral stone steps in which they originally entered into the building and down to the well chamber. Not only were they able to escape, the Demogorgon began tearing its way to the surface. With the increasing amounts of debris that fell and fallen, Flakes spotted the unconscious Queen Leora. As her new friends made a run for it, she had to make a choice. Her choice was to rush to the Queen's aid, healing the Queen and helping her. They both moved to a large hole which the Shadow King Sulfurious, and the now deceased Empress Kishara used to enter the well chamber. While attempting to climb down the shaft, the two, being Flakes and the Queen, slipped, plummeted into the darkness, while the others were able to rush out of the collapsing Hive Council chamber as the Demogorgon rose from the carnage and began traveling in an eastern direction, fading off into the Fey Wood. We begin this with the voice of Syndra shouting, "Is everyone all right?" The dust is in the air. It's thick from all the collapsed stone and debris. The Fey Wood is dimmer or darker than normal as the energies were kind of siphoned there for a minute, but they're beginning to return, but things are a little strange. Everyone who uses magic is a little weird feeling because you feel like super surgy, if that makes sense. There are points where you feel normal, and then there's this high tension kind of arcane or arcanic kind of tingle or twinge. So remember, wild magic rules are applying in this scenario. After Syndra shouted, "Is everyone alright?" the voice of Gorath echoes through the night air, "Over here!" as you all look to see Gorath with Ilias, with the old farmer's cart containing the bodies of the fallen.
Hello.
Syndra quickly moves over to regroup. "What in the hell's happened?" As you guys will all kind of migrate into there. You're on.
We're fucked.
What just came out of the ground?
Large. Bad.
Trouble. Trouble is what Syndra is going to say. Great trouble.
Yeah, we fucked up.
I mean...
Was it us?
I mean, we didn't stop it.
How did you want us to stop it?
I don't know.
Why'd you let it out of the ground?
Go on! You be quiet.
I didn't try to let it out. It's just that we weren't really prepared for what we were gonna face down there. It wasn't like last time.
Well, because I wasn't here.
Well, that's
That
a
is
big
partially
part of
true.
it, yes.
That's partially true.
And also, like, we were exhausted. So
Syndra excuses herself. Excuse me. And she steps about 15, 20 feet away from where you are. She seems to be doing something, possibly communicating via stone or magic or something like that.
Where's the queen? Did anybody see the queen?
Before I made my way up the steps, Flakes got to the queen, and they decided instead of surfacing and following us, it would be best to follow the shadow giant to get away from the demon. What was that thing? Does anybody know?
Celestina will kind of gather her strength. As you guys remember, she was left with Velisar on the outside, and she's going to come over with the aid of Velisar, and she's going to say, that was the Prince of Demons, in which we sealed away a long time ago. Some friends
What is a
of
grow?
mine, such as yourselves, band together and stopped several of these monstrosities, is what she says.
There's more?
3 more, is what she says.
Are they like
here?
Yeah.
Are they
Okay.
different?
Could they
Me
be here?
and a friend of mine named... Oh, I didn't note that down. My brain's still...
TBD.
No, I know who it is. I can...
Well, the positive thing is that it's only a prince of demons and not a king of demons. So this
See, I
one,
like-
is probably easier to kill than the other one.
Gorath, I feel like... I'm sorry.
Okay.
Right, Gorath?
Toxic positivity?
Hey, I feel like you got the right idea here.
Let's see.
Okay.
I can't remember. Well, I'm finding the name before I continue my little dialogue there. Welcome to our podcast. Where we improvise.
Where we dance.
Yes, and...
I'm looking for podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm dead in the back of a cart right now.
Or in a
Or a
hole.
hole.
Or am I?
Aha! Okay, there we go. My brain started again. She says, "Oh, sorry, I took a shot to the head and I had a lapse of memory there.
hate to see it.
Me and my good friend Albus sealed them away.
Wait.
Not Dumbledore, but kind of the
Dumble.
inspiration thanks to my wife.
Brian.
The
The
turtle.
tortoise man.
That's correct.
He lives
Inspiration
in a
points
tortoise
for the
that
two of
lives in
you.
a shell. That's not his shell.
That's correct.
Oh.
Albus from season 1. Tune into season 1 to find out who Albus
Wait,
is.
didn't he die?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think so. I'll have to go back and watch season 1. I'm pretty
He
sure.
definitely got kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
At one point.
Yeah,
He was kidnapped.
I don't know if he died.
Correct. But that's what she says. We sealed 3 of them away. There's 3 monstrosities. The Prince of Demon was sealed away in the Feywood because he wanted to basically cleanse the Feywood, which now is probably going to try to do again. The second one was something referred to as the Tree of Needles on Alteratus, a massive grandfather tree. Yeah, look at the map, Brian. It's on there.
Wait, the Tree of Needles is a treant itself?
Yes. It's a massive,
Yeah.
near 100 foot or more tree. And it's dormant or sealed away, but now I'm sure there's going to be issues. The third and final was a red dragon located in... No, you got your own issues. In the Dragon Scaled Islands, or the Scaled Islands, is what she says. We sealed it away.
You have your own issues on your own.
So yeah, we have some problems. And then Velisar says, "Are you sure you don't want me to help your friends?" As he goes over, kind of sniffing around the dead bodies over there.
No.
I can animate them quickly.
I appreciate your offer of kindness, and I will definitely keep it in advisement because it is not out of the question. But right now, I think we're gonna potentially seek alternate methods.
Just as long as we leave it on the table. I'm
Absolutely.
Okay with
If it comes to that, you will be the first person I reach out to.
It's a funny, resourceful man, that one is. Very helpful. Wants to help
Runa's
out
dead
in time.
body gives a shudder. Just saying. We'll twitch.
We do have the 3 scrolls.
And I think there's a 4th somehow, somewhere, right? The original one we got plus the 3 new ones.
Well, yes, but we don't know about the original.
Oh, right,
well,
right. Sorry.
Alias would if Alias is there.
Alias
Know about
is
the
there.
tablet.
Alias is
Yes.
I have his tablet.
Mhm.
It was for Aimon originally.
Syndra's going to make her way over, and she's going to say, "Things are much dire. The Royal Syndicate is recalling," and she points to Kelbrix and Gorath and Ari and Foley back into service as there are other things taking place on various continents.
Oh,
Such as other monstrosities that have awakened and created problems.
Told you I was getting too old for this.
Nah, you'll be okay, old man. Let's go.
Take your cod liver.
Alright.
Keep those joints lubricated.
Is the agreement forged for myself that we were paying me in booze, like typically? So I'm not going anywhere if I'm not drunk.
Really can be arranged, is what Syndra was saying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
My typical provisions. Then I guess I will be off.
Here, start with this. She'll hand a flask over.
Empties a flask.
Down payment.
We get to go see what else is in the Book of Festivals as well, and we travel other places and hunt monsters. It's great.
Syndra will go over, and she reaches, and you kind of lean your bald head down, and she pats it yes, Gorath, absolutely.
Yes. Besides, we have Silly Man on our side, right?
Oh.
We are going to need these allies resurrected, is what she's going to say, so I hope that we have ideas about that.
Oh,
We've only got about
things,
an
apparently.
hour's worth of time before we must depart. We have to reconvene with the Royal Syndicate Council to determine where our next course of destination, or our next destination.
We have ways of resurrecting things, huh?
Maybe.
What's his face popped up? Yes.
Syndra,
Yes.
can we take one of these for Bear?
Where?
Gorath, I'm sorry, it just doesn't quite work like that for Bear. I'm working on it, I promise.
Okay.
Korath, it's been 30 years.
Can I just buy you a new bear? No, I'm just kidding.
How a bear?
How dare
You
you?
can even fight this one.
You can train it to fight your way.
Alright, I will. Okay, so.
Do I still have my Shadow Drake?
Yes.
No,
Is he pulling the
The
card?
Shadow
Yeah.
Drake is
Yeah.
much like
Yeah.
our warhound here at the house. It's right by your side. You have wooed it to be subservient and loyal.
That's okay.
Runa is jealous.
I too would like a pet.
Alright, who of these are part of the syndicate? Just
Referring to the dead
Yes.
bodies in the card,
Dead bodies?
they are all representatives of the syndicate.
Except Rilda. It's not Syndicate,
Oh, that's
right?
correct. Except for
Yeah.
Rilda. That is
Rhoda
correct.
and Delayeth.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Thank you. See? That's why I keep writing the table.
Okay.
Just
Well.
those two. are
Just those two,
Syndicate.
yes.
Pointing
Runa,
at Runa and Nox.
Runa and Nox.
Though if I bring Runa back and I don't bring Rilda back, Runa might kill me.
Or Rhoda will rise from the dead and kill everyone.
With that.
Creeping
I don't
Grin,
know
the
about
zombie
Delay,
edition.
but we have to bring Aimon back. Because that was the original plan.
You don't mess with the
That's what
original
we're going
plan.
with. That was the
Who
original
is
plan.
Aimon and where is he?
know where Aimon is.
He would have been. Oh, he was put to rest at the.
I can fetch him, is what Velisar will say.
Are you going to fetch him in the state that he's currently in and not necromance him?
No promises, but you're more than welcome to come with me as he stares at you creepily, not blinking.
Alright.
Very helpful.
It's not.
I will begin pulling out the 3 scrolls with the diamonds
Correct.
and start the process of resurrecting. I'll start with Nox, and then I'll bring back...
To confirm, you're going to let Velisar go retrieve Aimon?
Elias is going with him.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I just want to be clear
Yeah,
so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
So the two of them will
Kelbert
take their
is not
leave.
aware of his entire weirdness, so
Okay.
he didn't care.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear on this. Also,
What
to
the
be
hell?
clear for the table and the viewers,
Mhm.
all magic items that are created before this Surge Part 2, essentially this magic,
Have a
the
chance of
shuffling,
failing.
no, they're good to go. The charge is stable.
Okay.
So when the items recharge, that's a little iffy, and using magic post, does that make sense? It's like basically you got the good energies charged in the magic items, so they're stored fine, but when you go to recharge them, you can have a little fun with that. So yes,
Chaos. Insert
so you
chaos.
break out the scrolls, you have 3 of them with diamonds.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First, I'll get Nox because him I recognize from him saving me.
Yeah.
So I will begin the process of resurrecting Nox.
Okay, so I'm not going to go into like great detail, but you will give me an Arcana check.
Oh, great!
I can also
Something
roll
that-
Arcana if you want Fuli to help.
I will take any and all help possible. Kubrick is wise. He is not intelligent.
So
I
here's
will-
how I'll play this.
Oh man, Elias would have been great.
Here's how we'll play this. Either you can... It's tricky because you are the cleric,
Yes.
okay? So you know kind of what needs the processes and things like that. So if fully helps you, we'll give you advantage.
What I'll say is that I'll kind of step up, and while you're doing the physical rituals, I'll help translate a little bit of like
That's
the
good.
scroll or something because of my background in
Like
that. So.
if it was medicine, I'd be set.
Yeah.
But you know.
So if you want, I can roll because I have a pretty good. I mean, I have +4 Arcana.
Yeah, I have a 0.
So if you want, like, we can both. I can roll 1. You roll 1 instead of advantage.
It's up
Can
to
we do that?
the DM's discretion if that's allowed.
So you guys want to just each roll?
Yeah, each roll 1 dice.
Sure.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't feel like...
goodbye, Nox.
Right. Oh, please be good.
13.
Okay. So you start to take the advice from Fully, and then you kind of like, yeah, okay, I got this. I figured it
Wait a
out.
minute, shut up.
13's good. 13 will trigger. Nox will kind of get that filling his lungs, but Nox is very, very exhausted because it takes a toll on your body when you come back. I'm pretty sure you start off with a -4 penalty.
Yeah.
Or 4 exhaustion or something. No.
-4
more
ability to attack.
On attack
saving
rolls,
throws,
saving
ability
throws,
checks.
ability checks, and only long rest can clear one of them out. So you have to 4 days worth of long resting.
Yeah.
Everyone's able to do that, I know that.
Alright.
But Nox is back.
The old man.
Hello.
What?
Oh yeah.
How'd you get here?
Syndra.
You will look and see Syndra as she is standing nearby.
Oh god, poor Nox.
Where the hell are we?
A lot has happened. And I-
For queries on how the two of them may know each other, refer to Nox's
Backstory.
background one-shot. That's right.
Alright.
And I will then move on to the cat.
Saruna. All right, Runa. Go ahead. How are we playing it this time? Are we each rolling? We taking advantage?
I'll let you take advantage this time since I like showed you, and I rolled terrible the first time.
Well played. Well played. Double ones.
No.
No.
But it still isn't great. 10 is the best.
10 is mark. That's what you got. That's your minimal. So don't roll
Please,
over
for help.
10.
Better hope Rhoda gets
So
it.
next up is Runa. Runa, you feel your lungs fill with air as your eyes bounce awake, and you look around and are utterly confused. And scene, go.
Wait, where's Rilda?
Exhaustion
You
level.
literally will look over and see Rilda.
I'm dead.
Exhaustion level 4.
No,
it's just a minus 4 penalty.
Oh,
penalty.
okay. I didn't know if there's a status update we can do on B&B Beyond or not.
Rilda, my love.
As if a worm crawls out of her hair.
Nasty.
That's pretty
Just
typical.
kidding.
There's always worms in my hair.
Oh my goodness.
Calm down. It'll be okay.
Elise is
Alias is not good. Let's see.
I don't. Okay.
Nox is there.
Can you help her? Can anyone
Yes.
help her?
That is what I'm working on now.
Next up, here's where you drop the ball.
I'm waiting for it. Honestly.
Then look to Kelbert. Like,
Ruda kills herself immediately. I'm going back to paradise.
it is nice to be treated first instead of last.
Refer to all episodes with Nox. As he was always the last.
Who is not?
Nox? Oh my goodness.
Question.
I have them in answers.
Can I...
Cast blessing on yourself.
I was going to say cast guidance, but I don't have guidance.
Oh man.
I didn't take guidance.
Should have prayed for guidance.
Man, guess who has guidance?
Ilias?
Alias not there.
You want to wait?
No,
Are you doing this thing?
we're doing this thing.
I'll give him my inspiration. Or do I lose the inspiration from Nox?
You
'Cause
have
he
an
was-
inspiration.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say, I
he already
have
has
an
advantage.
inspiration.
Gorath has the inspiration, but Nox also had one.
Can you cast
But
bless on yourself?
Here's what I'll do. Here's
Oh
what
wait,
I'll
you're
do.
a paladin.
I've been
for how great
No.
of a...
So I've been
Conference is
tinkering
a
with some
war
things
thing.
and listened to
Oh.
a lot of other podcasts, and there's some brilliant ideas that I'll probably borrow / steal. You've already got advantage, correct?
Yes.
If you want to use your inspiration to help, I'll allow you to give him a +2.
Okay, I will do that. I
You
will
get a little
use my
bump.
inspiration for
How's
a
that?
+2.
It's a great return of Rilda.
Ones.
2 and 10.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. 12 total.
12 total.
Rilda, your lungs fill with air. You feel the warm paws of... Oh! And they're back, people.
Here's your potion. Oh, it's gone. Where are we?
Oh yeah, Alias stole my potion of rage.
That's right.
My bad, bro.
Last I remember, we were.
Last time I remember, I was under a giant.
I
And
watched
then I
you
wake
light-
up and you're dead. And it's been a morning.
Last I remember, I was watching the life
Technically, it's
trickle
like
from
a
your
evening,
eyes.
but, you know.
Alright, so here's where everything is at.
As Ilias and Velisar will return, Ilias is going to be like slapping at the hands of Velisar. Stay off of him!
Get out of here!
With Aimon.
I
Stab you!
Now we're down to Aimon and Delayeth.
Runa's gonna look at him and be like, where's
It's up to
Flakes?
them.
Okay.
You all...
Your face.
Well,
Um,
I don't quite know. She's trying to save the queen.
okay, that's fine. I mean, the queen was like in her chamber. She's got, like, things fighting the
Yes.
Drow and the Shadow Giant guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
she can do that. That's great. She's got that handled.
Cinder will walk over and just put her hand on your shoulder and pat you.
sweet summer child.
It's okay. I'm here for comfort.
Okay, so
The Creator has made me so.
these two left.
Choices.
Who do you said you have something that can bring back one of them.
Tablet of Resurrection.
Okay.
So you've burned up all 3 of the scrolls, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nox, Rilda, and Runa. All three of the scrolls.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on my bro.
Why are we debating? We have this gentleman right here that says he can bring the other one back.
It's not the same, Goran.
Who says that?
Ilias.
Okay, just be clear, because I'm
Sorry.
getting confused myself
Right.
here.
You've done
I
this
don't
to
think Ari
yourself.
knows.
Alright,
I would prefer Imon.
Rilda will, from her position on the ground, be like, delay. He was my brother in arms. Serve
Here's
the
the
queen.
thing. Do you hand the tablet over to Kelvers?
Ilias is still holding it
Okay.
at this point.
Okay. Go ahead as Kelbrix, give me an Arcana check. Well, actually,
Can Ilias help him at this
Sure,
point?
sure.
Because I have a +6 to Arcana.
sure.
10. I have been rolling 10s.
Well,
Keep that trend. That's better than normal Kelbrix rolls.
17.
Okay, the two of you, like, once you see this tablet come out, it looks very familiar, and at first you're like, The two of you will be able to put this together. This particular artifact or item is paladin specific. Does that make sense?
It can only be used to resurrect Paladin.
No,
Or it can
paladin
only be
can
paladin.
only use
Paladin.
it to very good.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that.
Syndra will reach to the side, her right side, into her pouch, and she will pull one more scroll of resurrection. She says, I had this made and prepared from a tiefling cleric named Valor. For Ari, if anything should happen, is what she says.
It's just like, I only died the one time.
That's enough. I think one
It
time
was
dying
traumatic enough. I didn't want to lose you again, is what she says.
You
It
died
was
first.
Dramatic.
And it was very traumatic. I didn't want anyone to experience it. She will present it as a gift or to the party, if depending on how you wish to use it.
So, this is Fooly. Fooly says, so, I guess in a perfect world we could get Delayeth and then he could resurrect Imon once he was back feeling better.
I feel like Rilda might allow you for that too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Rilda would definitely say, yeah, if we, at any possible we can, Delayeth was my brother in arms and he served our queen and I think we've lost enough, and if there's any way that we can spare resources to help him, it'd be, I know it mean a lot to me.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh
But
yeah.
remember, -4 to whatever you roll because of your coming back to life.
Oh good. That's a 9.
The words are there, but they're not like, how do I say this? They're
She's
not
got
they're not over the head or just kind of in one ear out the other, but they're not like impactful, like you know what I'm saying? But they definitely will give the people who are in this area kind of food for thought.
I still have 1 foot over the threshold of death, so my persuasion is not as good as it could normally be.
And Gorath will go, What is your name, sir? The guy that wants to resurrect everybody.
Bolasar?
Volasar?
Velisar.
Velisar,
Yeah.
Let's talk on this side.
Oh, okay.
You seem very helpful in what it is.
I'm always willing to help, sir.
God,
We
he's a
will
necromancer. Don't go to the dark side. Ilias is gonna look at Cobrix and be like, I suppose we should bring Delayeth back, and Imon will have to wait a little longer.
Or, yeah, I mean, in theory, we could bring Delayeth back. You said he was a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
He would be able to use the relic and bring your
Yeah.
friend back.
I don't know if he'll be able to use the relic
Huh?
that way.
He would definitely have less of a. He would have a less likely chance of it being successful, most likely, right? I feel like if we go this route, Imon's gonna have to be put back on ice.
Well, he's still on ice.
You have to go back into cryo. So.
Question.
You're full of them today. Go ahead.
When you said that Imon has been put on ice,
Literally, it was.
Wasn't he gently reposed?
Yeah.
Oh.
how long after he had died would Gentle Repose cast?
It would have
right
been
after.
it would have been reinstituted by someone who could cast it.
We left him in the Queen's care, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she said she would take care of him and have him taken care of. I don't. Oh yeah, it was quite a bit, but he would still be preserved.
Correct.
Okay.
The biggest question is if Gentle Repose was cast on him quick enough, I could use Revivify.
Oh.
If it was
So
cast
you want to
on
know
him.
the last time it was cast?
Well, how quickly after he had died. Because with Revivify, it's supposed to be within the last minute. But with Gentle Repose, I believe that adds like 7 days to the timer. And if it is continuously cast...
Let's just say with the battle and everything going on, Revivify won't be an option.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. It was
Because
just
yes, during the attack, it
I
would
just
have been-
noticed
Yeah,
I-
no,
I
okay,
have
I got
that.
you. That's a fair question.
Alright. Well, we can bring back Delayeth, and then Delayeth can, in theory, bring back your friend Imon.
Is he safe to continue to be at rest with the hopes of coming back if we have to move on? If Delayeth isn't up to being able to do it right away?
I imagine so.
Okay.
Cinder will move over to Kelbrix and say, "We need to leave soon.
Yes.
No pressure, but hurry."
Alright.
No pressure, but pressure.
Oh, do you want guidance?
Sure. I will take guidance, and I will...
So Elias is going to give guidance to Kelbrix.
Guidance.
Alright. I will...
Roll a d4, now the number rolled.
I will attempt to bring back Delayeth.
Delayeth not.
Alright. 15.
Oh, that's good. So Delayeth, you return to life. The air fills your lungs as Kelbrix is over top of you, helping you up. Now play 2 characters like I do, and have a dialogue.
I will reach over, Rilda will reach over and be like, brother,
What
we're back.
happened?
So many things I'm hearing.
Well, y'all died.
And my
And
95
then they
years.
showed up. And now there's a demon or something?
Wait, what?
Celestina will chime in as she's watching this, and she'll say, "A lot has happened. The Prince of Demons has arisen, or rised. One of those words.
How long was I
Insert.
dead?
Oh, like a day and a half.
Not even.
Right, it's
like
the same
half
day.
a day.
It's been like 2 hours.
Felt like a month. No, I'm just kidding.
Where did a demon come from?
I wasn't there.
As Kelbrix, I'll say, he came from the well.
And you look over and see that the hive, or the council chamber inside your doll, is literally just kind of like collapsing upon itself.
Are
There's
you
just
gonna be like,
dust, and
there was
there
a
are people
hole?
trying to remove
No, like stand
rocks
up,
and
look at
boulders.
the hole, like get dizzy, sit back down, and just hold my head, be like, oh, okay. Where's the demon now?
Fully will chime in. I came out of the ground. The giant guy stabbed that other lady. And then the demon just like ran into the forest. Off on his merry way.
You can see the path, like Godzilla marching through Tokyo.
Yeah, it's like-
you
You
can
see that
the
giant
path.
mess of
The new trail in the
non-forest?
forest?
It's right there.
Correct, in the
He went
eastern
that way.
direction.
Oh, he's a big demon.
And then some cat lady jumped in the hole with the, I think it's the queen. I don't know. I'm new here.
Wait, is there another?
That says fully.
I just got brought here.
Is there another of my tribe that's made it here? Flakes was helping the people of the city.
That may have been her name. She may have
Let's
said that.
clarify. Flakes was helping the children. The children? You told her to go.
Yeah, the children. She did a great job. She saved all the children of the city.
Are you like,
War hero.
Look, I didn't see what happened. Kubrick saw, I guess, but Flakes went to help the queen, and she went not this way.
As everybody points to the rubble that was the council chamber.
Wait,
There's a
she's
hole.
in the demon realm?
No, not
I don't
the
think it's like
demon
a
realm. She,
She went down a hole.
yes.
She
A
followed
different
the-
She went.
Oh,
to
a
the,
different hole
She,
than...
she went into the underground.
There you go.
Okay.
The under earth.
Under Earth.
Or under dark.
Okay.
Where, the shadow
Gonna
giant
give a look at real W.
came from.
We can go find her.
Why in the hell is this shadow Drake thing here?
Probably.
Okay.
Ooh, can
As
I remember
Gorath
it?
is going to defend his
Well, what did you just say? Somebody, my friend volunteer here is about to resurrect you back from the dead if you talk about skills that way again.
Call him volunteer.
His name is Volunteer. That's what he
Okay.
does, is he volunteers to bring people back from the dead, right, sir?
Yes. That's what Belisar will say.
Volunteer is a great version of his name.
Belisar the volunteer.
So,
Willing and
Well,
able.
he would like to leave.
so the queen. This is Rilda. Rilda says the queen is in a hole. Is that what I'm understanding?
She's in Flake's capable hands, my love.
Yikes!
Sure.
From the very little I remember of Flakes, I'm not as confident as you are, my darling.
She seems rough around the edges, but when how would I say, shit hits the fan, she is there.
It's a Norse term.
Oh yeah, cup of
In the
brown.
frozen lands.
In the frozen lands, we have these blades that swing around in the air. There,
Why would you have fans?
We
in the
throw.
cold?
It gets hot under these fur pelts.
It's true.
Right. Just go
Arctic
down in the
decay.
We throw.
snow.
We actually use them to warm it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The hair
Winter mode.
Pull and migrate
pull the
the
warm
heat.
air around.
While this is all very touching,
Anyway.
is what Silver's going to say. I'm not trying to be the bearer, but some of us do have to leave.
Yes.
I don't think my legs work.
It's a process, is what she'll say.
You're not leaving.
Oh, we're staying here?
Yes. You,
Well,
I have spoken with the Royal Syndicate, and Gorath, Ari, Kelbrix, Fully, and myself are returning to give a debriefing on the situation. I feel as if this situation here, in which you are all formidable and familiar with, will be something in which you can handle until I get further information as to what to do, is what she says.
How powerful is this demon prince?
You've got this, is what she says. You've got this.
Sintra, they're all gonna die.
if this is anything
the
like
tiefling cleric make more scrolls, is what she whispers.
Okay, sounds good to me.
oh, it's that simple. Just print them out.
I mean, if I had time and diamonds and rest, I could bring them back again.
No, we need you with us to bring us back.
I know.
That's what she's gonna say, being Sindra.
I know, because I know Ari's going to end up going off and doing something stupid, and
Hey.
I'm going to have to resurrect her again.
I'm gonna
Confused.
die.
You all make resurrecting sound very easy.
It's
I mean, it seems to be.
Right.
Everyone has been resurrected. Oh, wait. Is that Imond?
Not everyone. Now I'm gonna go
Elias is
see.
just crying in the corner.
You know,
as well.
Imon is literally still dead, holding there. As the rest of
Elias
you
is
have
like,
been
I
risen.
haven't died. I'm still dead.
Did we use the thingamahoozits?
Only paladins can use it.
It's Delays like, oh, Pelin.
You know shit.
okay. Yeah. If
Do you
you
feel
want
like
me
you're
to
up?
use it,
Don't push yourself, brother.
You have been
Dead
with
for a
the
while.
item. You've been with the item long enough to know that you've pretty much attuned to it.
Oh.
You've kind of figured some things out. It's going to be Another Arcana check to manipulate the stone properly. I'm guessing your paladin is the same as...
Actually, my paladin is a little bit smarter.
Okay,
He's got a +2 to Arcana.
All right.
Flakes is gonna cast guidance on you.
There's guidance. Anybody got #blessed?
I'm looking right now.
Wait, have we leveled up? Because I was gonna do
If you
that.
roll a 1, you can reroll
You can
one.
let everybody...
Because of my luck, on Fuli's luck.
Okay.
You can reroll 1 if you roll a 1.
Okay.
You can pass that off.
It's a bountiful luck. It's part of my features.
I don't know
like
if
it.
I have.
I think it's...
You
I
guys
think it's
have
feet
this,
or
trust
something.
me. What are you worried about?
Oh no, whenever you make an ability check.
Listen,
Can I
this is what
sneak attack this
Megan
roll?
tells me. My wife tells me every time we play Baldur's Gate 3, don't worry, you've got
You
this.
got this.
And then when I click the button to roll the damn dice, it's double ones or something.
The sound that it makes when you fail, it's so disappointing. It's like,
I'll be cool with double 1s or, just not double 2s.
Oh, that's right, because you can re-roll those ones.
Right.
Okay, let's do this, right?
All right.
-4
YOLO.
penalty.
-4.
YOLO.
So
With guidance.
I have guidance.
Now we're playing D&D.
Okay. We're good.
That subtracts.
Nice.
We're good.
We're good.
That's an 18
He's so
plus
close.
And a
4
4.
for 22, -2 for a 20.
Awesome.
We're good.
So this takes a couple minutes to use the stone and go through the rites and things. He's definitely exhausted. I'll say Kelbrooks is going to move over to kind of help support you, being a fellow healer
I
or
don't
a
even know
man of
I'm on,
religion, if you
Really, I
will.
only knew me once.
When this happens,
He was a nice fella.
you complete it. You're going to see the tablet glow, and then you're literally going to see that Delayeth kind of like turns into sand into the item. The item clambers to the ground.
I'm sorry,
I'm on.
Can I just get a Delayeth turn to Sam?
Yes, kind of like being snapped away in the Marvel universe. Just into the item. The item glowed, pulsed, hit the ground. You, being Imon, will turn or have your lungs filled with air. And now you have Delayeth in your head.
Oh!
Because you use this item. So now to level you up to catch up with the players, you get to take the difference of levels you're behind as Delayeth.
That'll be cool.
Snazzy!
Paladin bard.
Do you have a headache? You should have
Not
a headache. I have a
only-
headache thinking about
Not
what just
only
happened.
that,
What the fuck just happened?
is you're beginning to hear a crotchety old man in your head as well. There's 2 voices. Well, that's just great, is what you're going to hear. Where am I, is what you hear Delia say. Oh, you fell for the trick as well, is what the crotchety old man is going to say. The rest of you do not hear this, as Imon's first words are, shut up.
Arya's just staring at
Is this
and being
typical
like,
for Imon?
oh, god damn it, it's all the freaking Kelbrooks and Cillian thing again.
The Delayeth. I'm going back to bed.
Brother!
I'm
in my head here.
I don't
yes.
think that was supposed to
No.
happen.
He kind of sounds a little bit like
When I
Delayeth
brought you
now.
back, it was just like a scroll with the.
It gets
and I
quiet
just
now.
What?
I'm on!
I think at this point, Kelbrooks is going to be a little stunned. He'll kind of
Shook it?
he will like slowly bend down, pick up the tablet, holding it like
I wouldn't touch that.
hands it over to Imon in the direction and says, "Been there, done that, bro." Refer to season 1.
Okay. So I'm now Imon,
Comma.
the aquatic half-elf bard paladin. Okay.
Bardian.
So that was
You have
my
fun leveling that
explanation.
character up.
So you can
Barbarian.
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 Your smites are like songs.
I'm a barded.
Bardian.
Bardian. Bardian.
That's gonna be pretty badass, I'm being honest. That sounds really fun.
Okay.
Hard.
I am. I'm very, very confused.
Same.
Cinder's like, we're good here, right?
Someone just turned to sand?
No. We're not
Is
good
that,
here.
is that a thing that happens?
I don't know how this item works, and apparently
Maybe we should have done a little
he's
bit of...
alive, is what she says, trying to be optimistic.
Maybe we should have done a little research before we used
Is
the
he
thing we
alive?
brought
He
from...
turned to sand.
No. I mean...
He went inside the object, is what Cinder was going to say.
I'm gonna like shake it. Can we get him back out
Stone.
again?
You literally hear, "Stop shaking the item!" Oh, by gods. I've been in here for 100 years. You'll get used to it, is what you hear.
No,
The
stop shaking. Stop shaking it.
Can you feel it?
Is it?
Can you hear me if I whisper in the tablet?
I hear somebody yelling, "Stop shaking it!" Oh my
Tell
god!
Rilda I can hear
Is it like a seashell?
Rilda, yes, he can hear you. What the fuck?
I can't hear them. Did you hear them?
So-
Was he talking to you?
There was a
Delayeth.
paladin named Delayeth.
That's
Delay.
me, is what you hear in your head.
Okay, yes.
He brought you back and then turned to sand, and now he's in your head? Question mark.
Well,
Good.
here's
Also,
Delayeth,
everyone
my
else
love.
died
Who
except
are
me.
you, old man?
Don't worry.
There's an
about
old
who I am.
man.
Yes, he talks like this, and he's a very old man and crotchety.
Been in here for 100 years.
Been in there for 100 years.
Cobrix,
was
this is like
wild.
silly man and you, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's a little different.
His was more of a sanity-based thing.
Yeah, mine was I was kind of losing my mind and being made fun of and tricked by a god.
Eh,
Listen,
Who are
whomever
these
you
people?
are, is what you hear the crotchety old man.
We
You
were
have
in
been
character, darling.
subjected to a
think
cursed
we should have
item
stayed
or
there.
artifact, is what he says.
oh,
I've had plenty of time to reflect on some things.
Cursed item or artifact?
That's correct.
cursed?
Yes, apparently the tablet is cursed.
I'm gonna...
Aggro.
Who's holding it?
Rilda. I gave it to Rilda since it's she.
Just drops it.
No, Runa's pretty sure like this is Delayeth now, so she goes,
Oh,
"Here
okay.
you are, my love. Here's Delayeth."
I feel like Fuli's gonna run up and grab the tablet, having seen them whispering into it, and run away with it, and just see if I can tell it, like, far away communicate with Imon. Be like, Delayeth, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Delayeth? And I'm like 30 or 40 feet away.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Ooh, it's a sending stone.
Perfect! Nailed it!
Fancy.
There's no way this is gonna go wrong. And then she'll run back on her tiny little feet like, you guys,
Send
I'm
this
pretty
with
sure you can talk to the
Sindra,
guys
and then we
from
can
there.
just like
Introducing
talk it. Do you think if Sandra talking to a different continent, she could just talk to Delayeth?
We could give it a try.
I don't actually.
Wait.
Maybe we should.
Are
keep
there
that.
little people in sending stones, and that's how the magic works?
No,
I don't think that's it.
What if they were like
not at all.
I don't know.
goblins?
I know, right?
Mushrooms? Sentient mushrooms?
Okay.
Mushroom.
Without delaying too much time, the I don't know, the conversations will continue. I don't know pleasantries, but the conversations will continue. But
Cinder
at this
keeps
point in
inching away.
time, yeah, Cinder's like, we have got to go. That she will pull Kelbrix and she will pull everyone, and she's going to use a scroll of teleportation, which she has in her bag as well.
Okay, important plot point. Do we give this tablet to
Yes.
Syndra so we can continue communicating across continents?
I'll pull out my sending stone and like wave it to Cinder.
You
never called me
on
You never called me on my cell stone.
I feel like we should keep the cursed item so we can try and figure out how to fix the cursed item.
I think that would probably be best.
Says Imon.
Says I'm on.
Okay.
Gorath is insisting that Scales goes.
Huh?
Gorath.
Oh, yes, that's fine, Gorath. As long as he Shalita fits into the circle.
Are you writing him out? Fuli asks.
No, he's just coming. You can ride. You want to ride on
Yes,
Scales?
I want to jump on. As Fuli, I want to jump on back. He can have my spot. Part
Now,
of my spot.
is there anything else you guys wish to converse with your alter egos / season 1 peoples or other characters before I bamf them away and focus now on our season 2?
Thanks for the resurrecting.
Yay!
Ooh, can I give Rilda
abandoned
any of my
man.
That
items?
smelly
If you want
lizard
to.
drake thing out of it.
I'll allow you to make the exchange. That's fine.
I will give Rilda my archers embracers of archery,
There you go.
and also my +1 rapier.
Keep in mind that you Foley is going to
Battle.
Foley is
Oh,
going
are
to
we?
battle a tree.
Right.
A tree.
So
ant
Roda's
that-
like, maybe you should hold on to these, you know.
I wouldn't do anything that
No.
you're actively using on Foley, but if you're not, pass it on over.
Sneak attack.
because there's 3 other chaotic,
2 other.
2 other
Yeah.
chaotic entities. A multi-thousand-year-old tree ant that has also become a tree of needles, and a dragon, apparently.
Thank you.
Large,
Think of me
ancient,
first, Calbrix.
Legendary red dragon.
Huh?
Thank you. Think of me first, Calbrix.
That's what Nox says.
And dumb Goliath, take that stinky Drake thing out of here.
Fine.
You're welcome, and yes, we're going.
Alright, so you guys will gather around Syndra. She will say the appropriate things and perform the proper arcana to activate the teleportation scroll, and then a flash, leaving kind of a burned-in circle.
Good, because the forest wasn't destroyed already.
And Season 1 characters, along with Foley McDixon, have teleported, most likely, back to the continent of Aldorados, where the Royal Syndicate is located. Now, the rest of you are -4 penalty for the
Everything.
rest of this day.
Does that include Imon?
You should get extra because he's got extra people inside of him now.
So what I'm gonna say
I feel like
is,
he should have like negative
I'm
4
on.
like wisdom.
I'm gonna say like you're not going to have the minus penalty because you're literally going to be an entity inside of this thing.
But you leveled up. It's like you took a lot of long rests, actually.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
So to kind of continue and speed some things up, you're gonna get with the kind of the townsfolk as well as Celestina and those who have survived. They begin to set up kind of refugee kind of tent camps and things like that and buildings that are there. They will usher you to a nearby kind of place that is, like I said, almost like a refugee camp. And there's pockets of them spread throughout, in which you guys will kind of have some time to recuperate and rest.
What's the...
As you guys are kind of being...
I was gonna say, when's this happen?
As you guys are being kind of shown kind of what they're going to do, that is when you are going to hear the voice of Flakes kind of shouting, "Hey, over here!" coming from the west of the city.
Let me
And
just
you will
be
see the
bipolar.
Queen and Flakes kind of... Well, the Queen's more of fast walking, towards Flakes more rushing.
They came back. That's awesome.
Within about an hour or so-ish.
Oh, good, they're not dead.
I thought you guys said that they went into the Underdark.
They did.
They.
Well, actually,
None of us said that. We were all
That's
totally
what
dead.
told
The other people
me.
told me that. Okay.
So
well,
Flakes
I
is
don't know
going
what's
to come
going on.
crashing into Runa, giving her kind of a big warm, thank God you're
Hug
here,
myself.
embrace.
I'm gonna stagger as best I can towards the Queen.
The
To check-
Queen is distraught. Her body language reads as, "What the hell am I going to do?" As if she's like processing and overwhelmed at all the chaos and things.
My Queen, are you well? Are you?
I need a moment. That's what you're saying.
I think we all kind of need a moment.
What'd
Come.
you say?
I said I don't think she's well.
I know.
I'm just now
Well,
getting debriefed as to what's happened since my untimely,
Demise.
my brief respite from this plane of existence.
My brief
but-
unaliving.
My brief nap from life.
So, shall we sit down and try to gather our thoughts? Do you think?
Sure.
Why not?
What's the spell slot situation like after you die?
I think you're currently at whatever you were when you died.
Probably.
1 HP.
Yeah.
You are at 1 HP.
I will cast Goodberry just to give everybody at least a meal for the day. It's 10 good berries. It gives you 1 HP, but you're sustained for food and water at the very least. So you don't have to worry about that while we rest and heal. Dear you guys, just
Oh, thanks.
help a little bit.
Okay.
And were they setting camp up or something?
They have been in the process during this, like, resurrection kind of thing that you guys are doing. They have been putting up tents and anything they can find to kind of create kind of, like I said, refugee camps so they can kind of better analyze and start kind of the rebuilding process, essentially.
Can I recognize any, like, leadership from the Queen's Guard or anything like that?
There's going to be several military presence that survive. Smaller, they won't be like generals or any high ranking. They're probably like, I don't know, just an average kind of soldier, if you will, that's kind of taking on the lead and trying to organize this.
I will muster up enough energy to try and waddle over, and hopefully I recognize the person and just be like, the Queen has returned. Where are you preparing for her? Let's get her in somewhere she can sit down and gather her thoughts, please.
Belisar will move to the Queen to kind of help aid her, and she'll say, I will take care of the Queen, or help aid with the Queen, as there's family, being he is the cousin of the Queen. The rest of you guys will be set up inside, like I said, one of the nearby refugee camps, where you will have a place of lodging to be able to do long rests or whatever it is you wish to do. And they, being those that have survived, they'll attempt to kind of, like, in their own way, do things to help you guys out as a thanks for trying, essentially. I mean, they're grateful for everything you sacrificed to do it. Let's see.
We definitely need to rest before we try and
I was going to say, I'm not going to prolong
anything about this.
It's more of a montage. You guys
demons.
will get a long rest in, so you can already reduce your -4 to -3. And you've basically got 3 more days that I just leave it up for discussion to find out, is there anything you guys are going to do, or are you just focusing on trying to get yourself better? Any conversations you guys wish to have over these next 3 days?
Celestina is still in the area, right?
She currently is there. She's kind of been hanging back in the background doing what she can.
Is she still supporting the city by...
She is. You've noticed that she's kind of like broken away from when you guys first met her. She was very anti-drow or dark elves, and now I guess the relationship and the kind of the meeting between her and the Queen and some of the things have kind of changed her perspective. So she seems to be vastly different than the last you guys encountered.
I also meant physically. Is she holding the city up with a tree still?
Roots and vines, they've all been kind of put into place. So,
Okay.
so she's not like straining or stressing on like magic, but she's doing different things as far as trying to repair various points of nature that she can without exhausting too much of her magics in case something goes wrong.
So we're not in immediate danger of being, sucked into it.
No, it's kind of like the calm before the storm. It's kind of quiet.
Fine.
There's a lot of depression or sadness going around. There's a lot of people that are trying to be uplifting to kind of raise that level to keep the hopes going on. So it's that kind of ebb and flow of, we're sad, but here's positive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The city is, if I had to give like a description of it, it's probably about 75% in the ruined. There's vast portions that are, just rubble and ruin. So there's that.
Since Ilias did not die, he's gonna act like the next day, go and try and help her any way he can.
Mm-hmm.
And then also wants to try and start getting more information on this Prince of Demons and figuring out what we're gonna do.
Okay, go ahead and give me a history. And because you're going to be doing it kind of gathering information wise, I'll give you...
Flakes will
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll as well. So keep your history roll and give me an investigation roll.
I got 4 for both.
So it's not going the way you hoped it to go. Did you want to do something, Flakes? I'm sorry.
Flakes is probably, kind of half Nurse Una, but then also she's got a little viney magic.
Okay.
So help Celestina as best she can.
Awesome. I like that. Inspiration point if you don't have it.
I'm going to be probably daily, just making sure to check in with the queen, follow up with any kind of plan that she might put forth, but also doing daily archery drills, just trying to be sure my muscles are getting, back. I assume they're atrophied, so I'm just going to keep, make sure a few hours a day I'm firing at something to keep my muscles.
The status of the queen is something that bears on your mind that you'll probably share in your intimate times or times with Runa as you lean on her for support as well, because you've never seen the queen in this kind of status. She goes from there's hope and optimism to just utter crashing as I'm lost and I was not prepared to do this and I don't know what to do. So you try to encourage, help, and do the things to uplift her. It's just this huge emotional kind of time and trying to keep things going. Your skill set will attract commoners and other local that'll pick up on some things as you'll kind of like say, hey, try this, and you'll kind of start grooming a little bit more in a defense or a task force during these next couple days, kind of arming the folks, if you will.
Yeah, and I'll kind of... I'll be, I'll be encouraging of that. Like, we definitely are not out of this, you guys, and every single hand will help. Any person that is able to draw a bow or wield a sword or even a dagger can change the course of this entire thing. So don't feel like this is insignificant. Don't feel like, it's silly for you to try, because at this point, we're all we got.
So the next thing also you're going to know is that the protection around the queen is more. There's a lot more guards and things that are kind of surrounding her a lot, keeping her protected and things like that as well. That access to her is becoming tougher and more difficult to have that free access to. And I'm going to assume sometime during this next, at least the third day, Flakes is going to spill to the group, if you want to go ahead, Flakes, aka Runa, of what the shit went down.
So, probably you immediately notice she's very overly familiar with the queen.
They seem to have developed some sort of strange relationship only within a few hours or so.
Whereas Flakes tells you it's been days. And I almost became the first Shadow Tabaxi.
Oh my god.
All we have to do is go into the opposite realm. So you think she's crazy at first, but eventually she'll get out the story. Runa will help try to keep her ADH brain on task, and you get the story that when they fell into the Underdark, they were kind of knocked unconscious. There was some dog creature bear thing that would not help them and almost ate them, and then
Rildo, you give me a nature check.
Oh, yeah. With advantage or no?
No. Just a regular nature check.
12.
You know the creature she described is a Quaggoth or a Quaggoth.
A Quaggoth. I say, rested.
Sure. That kind of sounds like what the Queenie said. But it wouldn't help us. I guess they were your guys' little kind of pet dogs, our sled dogs, but it was not very loyal. So you guys need to check that. And then she talks about how we wandered through the Underdark, and there was this cavern, and then there was this gooey cube and this other cube with teeth that were hunting them, and then they got high off some mushrooms. And so that was not a fun room. And then so they went back the other way, and they saw survivors trickling out. A whole mix of races drow and dwarves and that had the betrayers' colors on. They didn't really interact with them, but they mostly hid from them. They heard them talking about they kind of seemed lost, they were betrayed. And Flakes will also hold on a moment while I switch characters, because I wrote the note on Flakes' name. Flakes had heard the King of the Giant, the Shadow Giant King, before, once they fell down the hole behind the Shadow Giant, she had heard him talking. How he was going after King Ormond to make him pay. They're going to gather the remaining Shadow Giants, the Shadow Giants, if any of the Drow and the clans in the Underdark did not side with them and pledge allegiance to him, they were all to be killed. He was also going to go to a Jarl Roxthorn, and the giants are currently traveling to deal with Jarl Roxthorn and his elk. And they're gonna deal with him. She then talks about they went through and there was these little brain creatures that she talks about are running around.
Those are intellect of ours, which you would know, Relda.
They were like running around on little tentacles, and but Queenie got this. She just right off, and then I smashed into a lot of pieces because that was really weird. Brain should be inside your head.
They are quite unnerving.
Not wrong.
And then the queen went down this like long tunnel, right? And we had like a rope, and I'm like holding on to the rope, and we like got this, and then the rope just goes slack, and I like pull it back, and it's just like clean cut through. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like yelling into the passageway, and Queenie didn't say anything back, so I thought I had lost her. And then I went through, and it was like, I don't know, swimming through this like black goo, and then I like popped out, and there was like a rock wall behind me. But I don't know, apparently we traveled to like this other under earth thing.
At this point, you guys can make history checks. Anybody listening?
Maybe.
It was the flippy side of the under earth.
The under.
21. 13.
11.
12.
21 nails it.
Okay.
It's
So
something
you
referred
know.
to as the shadow plane.
The shadow planes, the Shadowfell.
Correct.
That's why she
it's
was-
a very thin veil between
Yeah.
material plane.
I just thought those were stories.
No, it was, I mean, at least that's where they said we were, and it was kind of like a really muted gray. And we met this like old farmhand guy, and oh god, what was her name? Hold
Accessing memories now.
on. Oh, right on the
New
sheet.
memory unlocked.
The Buxom Wench, that's what she's gonna be called. And they had this little cottage, but he said that that's how you gain those shadow powers of the giants. And you just stay there long enough. And I tried to let's stay here, because they said time was all different. Like, we were down there for days. I guess it's only been like a couple hours. But, I could have stayed there for a lot longer. You guys didn't miss me. You'd fine. And I could have been a shadow to backseat.
I certainly didn't, says Rilda. I didn't forget my beef.
God.
For the previous episode.
The previous episodes.
Be nice to your future
Friend-in-law.
Friend-in-law. She's basically my sister. She's family.
Right.
She's an
No,
acquired
he's
taste.
saying
Promise.
queen because
Oh,
he was
Queenie.
Flakes gonna get with Queen Weaver.
that's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
Princess Queen Flakes.
Queen consort.
There we go. Got it.
Haha.
So I want to
Yeah.
cycle back, way back. Let's rewind this story, Snowflakes, and talk about the shadow giant stabbed the Empress? Question mark? Because we kind of glossed over that, and she was kind of like a big deal.
Well, yeah, pincushion to the wall. But we learned when we went to the, what did you call it again? Shadowfell. We went to the Shadowfell, and apparently they were using it as this little time travel thing, because time works different. So the queen, the evil queen,
Empress.
the Empress, would tag along with the Shadow King Sulfurious, and they would move their armies around in the Shadowfell, and that's why they could pop up everywhere.
Mm.
To summarize, essentially, yes, the Shadowfell time operates differently outside the Underdark. The Underdark works differently outside of normal. So they
Relativity
pretty much
within
had
it.
discovered through different things and backstories, which may or may not get explored, essentially, you can move months at a time across one plane of existence if you got the exit point, and it's minutes, or almost a simultaneously a walk through one, walk through the other, which is how they were able to move their forces fast and efficiently. You also learned too, I don't know if you were trying to get there, but that I think the Empress had found. Did I reveal that? I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure that there was a plane or something called the Badlands.
Yes.
That was in this Shadowfell, in which the Shadow Giants were predominantly at, and other very bad.
The Shadow Giants, like, we wondered where they came from. Like, they were just normal giants that the Empress had popped over. But they've been camping in the Badlands, so that's why they're all
They were formerly fire giants that were exiled or banned there, essentially. And then the Empress basically had discovered them in her exploration to find some way to get back at the Queen and take over Tyrdal. And that's when she found out all this fun stuff and aligned herself with the Shadow Giant. After she discovered the Iron Flask, which he was trapped in, actually.
The Shadow Fell, as you say... Is it like a prison? You have to be let out of it? Or is it come and go as you please once you're shadowy?
Come and go as you please. I have a map of, like, where the openings are. So.
This could be useful for our benefit, not just for...
She's gonna pull out this, like, real rough map that's, like,
it's literally like the back of a placemat of a restaurant. Yeah, let me sketch this down real quick.
Drawn with, like,
kind of like what Ellie did.
Yep.
The castles?
Yep.
Okay.
But she's like, I'm gonna go back there.
Any other questions or any other information?
Oh, and she's gonna talk about, and Queenie was like, saw her mom, like, taking one of these portals.
That's fact.
And she had, like, the emblem of King Sulfurious, and, like, there was this, like, shadow giant lady that was all like, okay, I guess you can use the thing. And somebody else, too. I don't know if we knew who the other... I think it was a dude. I don't know if they spoke. But, yeah. So, there's a lot of like one Empress got killed off, and now, like, an old... I told Queenie she should have just, like, the old, Queenie, but no, there's two of them.
They're all on YouTube at this point. Or should be. The conclusion will be after this episode.
Mm-hmm.
If I do my editing right.
A lot of fun things happen. That's pretty cool.
I think we got a couple more still.
So if I can summarize, we have
three in a row, and then this episode. Yeah.
If I can summarize, so we potentially have a way to fast travel from point to point if we can figure out how to use it. Also, there's
safe.
Also, there's apparently an option where we can get buffs from the shadow realm if we so chose.
Just bathe yourself in the shadows for long enough, and you'll start adapting to your.
I mean, Rilda's not necessarily opposed to that. She's already pretty, drowy. So
Drowy.
I mean, like, all of those shadow giants look fine, right?
Drow is now canon.
Not exactly.
Drow is now canon. It's canon.
Just like the bookery.
That's right. So after learning all these things, it's going to take some time to process this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
You guys are going to be able to kind of like montage, fast track to the next day. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Who has my shit?
Says I'm on.
I have some of your shit, I think. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, I mean,
I have the big box that I still don't know how to open. Here you go. Black box.
Oh.
Still sealed.
But you should figure out how to open this.
You tried.
I think I have something for that.
What do you have there? Is what you hear the old man say.
Oh boy.
Nothing.
Here we go,
man.
It looks locked.
Yeah.
Shit.
It does.
Well, I don't know. We can't open it. Why don't you let him try
Have
it?
you tried knock?
That's exactly what I'm getting ready to try. And I will cast the spell Knock on the box.
Not knocks. Knock.
Knock.
Opportunity
Singular knock.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this. Let me dig into what I locked it with just to confirm. I'm pretty sure knock will work.
If it's locked with an arcane lock,
it's not an arcane lock. It's locked with something else. That's very simple. At least I thought it was.
Y'all should, if it's a regular lock, y'all should have just had Cooley try.
No, it's basically just two pieces of wood that are on top of each other with nothing on the outside.
I gotcha.
Smooth.
It's like a
The
puzzle
object can be a
situation.
door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, padlock, or other object that contains mundane or magical means that prevents access.
Would
So,
Super Duty glue unlock it though?
huh?
With the glue.
What's
What's it called? I forgot. Because that's what I'm saying. It's adhesed. It's not. I just glued it together essentially. So I'm gonna say the knock because I'm pretty sure it doesn't. The knock you knock and it doesn't open.
I don't think it would.
Oh man.
Because I think you need the special...
The solvent,
solvent.
which is why I wrote it that way.
Can I cast? Would I be able to cast Identify on it to like maybe
solvent.
figure something out about it? Like, would that help? Can I figure out how it's sealed or something?
I literally didn't you try to identify it once in your one shot?
I
Your background
did,
one shot? And
yeah.
it was kind of like ancient magics or blocked or something like that.
Yeah, it was something that I couldn't tell.
Let's say at this point, if you cast Identify, I'll allow you to say that you would get a gist of what is like. It's glued with the universal. It's not universal glue. What's it called? Sovereign glue.
Yeah, it's
Sovereign
sovereign
glue.
glue. You need...
Yes.
Yeah, you need universal solvent. Or oil of etherealness.
There you go.
Or a wish.
Or a wish. If you got one of those in your pocket. I mean,
Oh, sure. I'm going to use it for this box too. It's going to open up and be like, "Oh,
Hey,
good
what
luck.
about
You can cast Speak with Animals. Good job. You opened this box."
Go find some gnome artificer that likes messing around.
You'll hear the old man say, "Oh, that looks simple now that you've examined the box and I can see through your eyes. All you need is universal solvent. If I had my body, I'd have some," is what he says very sarcastically.
Well, then where would your body take us to go
that's-
get it?
As
I'm hearing that.
I
in my
know.
head.
as Delaeth is like, "This is, you got to let me out of here."
I want you both out of my head.
I'd also like them out of your head because this is confusing.
Yeah.
Fun fact, behind the veil, in Jason's one shot, he had a chance to find universal solvent, but didn't quite get to where he needed to go. Because I wrote it as, "Hey, we're all going to interact with these different things."
That's funny. Yeah, okay, cool.
So we don't have it.
Nope, you should not have it, as far as I'm aware of.
No.
Universal solvent, or wish, or
Ethereal oil of...
Oil of etherealness.
There you go.
I feel like that's something that
So I'm going to
Valerian might
say
have.
that
Volunteer might
all
have.
this stuff is going to consume enough of the time to where you guys will get 3 long rests. You guys will be kind of back to where we need to proceed on. I'm not trying to cut anybody off. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do? All right. As you guys are coming to the very end point of your long rest, you are going to all be kind of in your little tented area. Can you kind of give me an idea of, like, are you all going to be in, like, a couple tents together, one tent, several tents? Like, just tell me what you guys would have...
They're probably not going to want to be in our tent.
No one's gonna want to be in our tent. Bruna and Rilda's tent.
A whole lot of cat
Flakes would
growls.
probably try to like just walk in like
growling for the 95-year-old drow.
Okay, so we'll say that...
We're in a tent together.
Okay.
She needs to learn how to knock on you.
Okay, how's everybody else paired?
Are the 3 of us just in another tent?
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
Okay, and what are we doing with Flakes?
Just
Just outside
tent.
on...
Queen
We'll
sleep.
say, Flakes can be outside on watch.
Yeah, sure.
We'll do that. So Flakes is your outside on watch,
If
possibly.
there's a little scrunchie on the tent flap, Flakes makes herself scared.
As you're on watch, you are literally going to see the fire that you've been kind of periodically staring into. It gets very low, like all of a sudden, like somebody just turned the fire down, and then it just kind of erupts into kind of like a bluish flame and burns bright and hot for a couple seconds, and then within that, there's this kind of popping sound, and you see 2 people in the flame light, the flickering flame light, that are kind of bickering back and forth as like a friendly bicker, as if they've traveled or they know each other very well, constantly bickering back and forth. And it looks like at this point we've reached the end of this chapter of our tale. So I want to thank everyone for watching, for supporting Creating Grin. And if you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button down below. That way you never miss a new episode. You can smash that bell button to keep up to date on the newest episodes that release on Fridays. Please let us know. Give it a thumbs up. Leave it in the comments if we're good or bad. We're hoping we're doing positive things. If you can't watch the newest episode when it releases and you can't wait to know what's happening next, like for this instance, fret not. We got you covered. Just follow us on your favorite podcast provider and listen in. You can check us out on our socials. We got Facebook, the Instagram, Threads, or if you're like me, just Google it and we should pop up. You can also check the links down below here on YouTube. Until next time, keep grinning. Bye.
Bye.